Hey there! I wanted to share how I made these cute little paintings, or at least I think they're really cute, because they were really fun to make. I think they're really great for gifts. Christmas is coming up, and that's actually why I'm making them. I have a studio tour coming up and a couple of shows, and I want to have lots of affordable, original art available. So yeah, if you think that would be fun, then I'm happy to show you how I made them. So here's a finished piece that I did with the Crackle paste. This one is by Golden. Where it's thinner, it's going to be a really fine crackle. Where it's thicker, it's a bigger crackle. You can see that even more on here. This one's really thick. This is more what I'm after. I'm going to do it quite thinly. And I'm going to leave areas like this that I don't have any crackle at all. And yeah, I'll show you how I did it. To start with, I'm lightly sketching in where I want the horizon line to be and roughly where I want the crackle paste to go. And to do that, I'm using a water-soluble pencil by Stabilo. Other good options could be Conte or chalk pastel. It's just nice to use something that you can wipe away easily if you change your mind about where you want the lines. Next up, I'm using this catalyst tool to spread out the crackle paste, and this is definitely not an exact science. I think you just have to play around with it and see what you like. Like I mentioned before, it is a finer crackle where it's thinner and a bigger crackle where it's thicker. The ridges don't go away, so if you don't like that, then you're going to have to work away at smoothing those out. I quite like the ridges, and I think they add a lot of character. And other than that, you just kind of have to wait and see what it's going to look like, and I think that's part of the fun of crackle paste. All right, it's the next day. It's probably hard to see the crackle when it's white, but it'll show up when I put the paint on. And I'm going to start with cyan blue mixed with raw umber. I don't want it to be a really bright blue, and I want this first layer to be dark to get into the cracks, and I'm just going to water it down quite a bit. And then before it dries, I'm going to go over it with shop towel. To get most of it off. But then it's still in the cracks, so they'll show up really nicely. And the cracks aren't as fine as I thought they would be. There's some areas where it's quite fine, but I think next time I'll do it even thinner, because I really liked these little small ones. Anyway, this is pretty good, and I'm gonna put some of this blue, the water area too. There, I'm liking that quite a lot already, but I'm gonna add a sky. And I just grabbed cyan. It's a blue I haven't really tried before, and I wanted to try it out. I like mixing the brown in with it so that it looks a little bit grayer, not so bright. There, let that dry. I ended up doing 5 of them. Where's the 5th one? Anyway, same colors that I did on the big one. Just gonna put a little mountain in there. So my plan was to do this kind of coloring on here, but I'm quite liking this gray. So I'm going to keep some of these gray, and some of them I'm going to use transparent yellow oxide mixed with raw umber, as I did on that one. Let's see. I think this one would look good with the transparent yellow oxide, which I'm watering down and adding a little bit of the brown to it. I might do some more little touches later, but I'm generally liking how that one's looking. This one, really like the gray, so I'm going to keep that. And so then I want the ocean to contrast a bit with that. Maybe I'm going to go a bit more blue. And then I want some far off mountains, so I'm doing the blue with the brown mixed with white. And I think this needs some contrast, so I'm going to add some darker, closer mountains as well. You know what, I should probably let the other mountains behind it dry first. I'm going to come back to that one. Okay, now that that's dry, I can put closer mountains on there. And a bit of reflection in the water. Watered this color down. And I'll just give it a little smudge. And I think I'm just going to define the water a little bit more there too. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm going to get rid of those mountains in the background actually. I think it's because these are so small, I want to keep them a little bit more simple. So yeah, really happy with that one now. This one, the blue, is a little too blue for me. You know what, I just don't love this one. I don't love how this is halfway across and how the cracks are the same as the ones in the foreground. It's just kind of weird, and instead of fighting against it, I'm going to try to scrape off the Crackle paste from this area here. All right. Anyway, I'll work on that one a bit more when it dries. This one's dry, so I can add some closer mountains. If you're going to give these little paintings a try, I'd recommend doing at least 2 of them at a time. That way, if one of them needs to dry, you can work on the other one, Or if one is giving you trouble, just put it aside for a minute and work on the other one. I often find that if I just give it a little bit of space, then I can see it with fresh eyes and I'll know what to do next. Once you're happy with your painting, I'd recommend putting on a coat of acrylic medium or varnish on there to protect it. And painting the edges is nice. Also, you could put a sawtooth hanger on the back to give the option of hanging it on the wall. You can set these on a shelf and that's fine too, but it's nice to have the option, I think. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I have a million of these little panels. I'll be doing more paintings in different styles soon, so if you want to check those out, then stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.